I'm Rachel Abramowitz with the Los Angeles Times.
And I'm Steve Zeitchik with the LA Times. We're here in Cannes on Sunday, the fourth day or fifth day technically of the festival, here on the beach in front of some of the international pavilions behind us. And a movie that everybody saw and most people liked yesterday was Mike Leigh's Another Year. This is a film about a sort of a married couple that kind of forms the sort of center of gravity around their rather dysfunctional orbit of friends. But Jim Broadbent and Ruth Sheen play the sort of middle-aged couple, kind of with some real aplomb, and I think a lot of people really related to them. What did you think of the film?
I really related to the film. As being a married couple with a lot of dysfunctional friends, it seemed like very appropriate. Especially there's this one character who is the single woman whose life has just gone to hell, and it was so touching and unnerving to see this character. I mean, I think some people who are single see this couple as like maybe a little boring, but to me it was like they were incredibly reassuring. And I began to get afraid during the movie that something might happen to them, like this sort of reassuring parental figures might not work out together.
Well, it was very interesting because he derives his drama from kind of two very different sources. One of them was this sort of these kind of dramatic friends around them, this kind of older drunk man, and then the kind of sad, sort of sad sack kind of Eleanor Rigby character. But there was also their kind of quiet, sort of contemplative dynamic where, and you're right, there is this kind of sense of foreboding because they're the only normal people in the film, and you wonder how long can that last for, and yet they kind of are the through line, in a way, the most interesting characters in the film.
Right, and they really got something about the way men and women relate, where her tendency is to kind of nurture these broken souls, and his tendency is to kind of just say the truth. I mean, sometimes you're sort of like, wow, but he kind of says it, and you're like, he's right, it's just the truth.
And what's amazing about it, I think that's exactly right, and I think what's amazing about it is that both of them, along with everyone else in the film, was pretty much improvising. Mike Leigh famously does not use a script, and you know, when you ask him about it, he'll just say, oh, I just don't use a script, and you know, there's so much written drama that doesn't come close to approximating the authenticity that you get from these actors.
Exactly improvise. They sort of work for months and months and months out, and they work it all out, and then they do it exactly. I don't think it's not like they're coming up with those lines immediately. I
agree, but I think that's, in a way, almost a greater credit to him and his filmmaking, is that he gets that chemistry kind of the old-fashioned way, you know, through rehearsal and through kind of working it out. And, you know, the other interesting thing, this played in competition. You know, a lot of people are talking about it for a Palme d'Or. I know it's early, but it does feel like it has that kind of momentum behind it.
Right, you feel like it was with a major filmmaker.
And with a lot of audience support. So, from Cannes, I'm Steve Zeitchik.
And I'm Rachel Abramowitz.
See you next time.